welcome to my channel. I am Megan if you're new here, and if you're returning for another video, thank you guys so much for tuning in. As you guys can tell, I am in a different area today. My light ring broke, so this is where I've got the next best light. So it might be new for some people. You guys may have seen it before, so I apologize. But I'm doing this story time because it just triggered me when a Snapchat memory popped up. And I'm not going to date it. I'm not going to say when it was because I don't want to pinpoint a certain person. But a memory on my Snapchat popped up. My hair looks crazy. I'm so sorry. You know, good old Snapchat, how it has those, here's where you were a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 7 years ago, and it's always some person that you're not friends with anymore or you're not with anymore. I always think that I've deleted those, but you know, long and behold, I didn't. So a Snapchat memory popped up the other day, and it was the most triggering and sad picture I've seen. I'm not even gonna post it because it's so embarrassing, to be honest with you. But it was basically a picture of me crying, and I'm talking ugly crying, like Kim Kardashian crying when she has that ugly cry face, and it was just bad. And when the memory popped up, I was like, why did I keep this? Why did I take this in the first place, right? And I remembered the whole scenario that unfolded. So at this time I was dating somebody, and this particular person used to do a very good job at making me feel like they didn't really like me, that I was annoying, that they couldn't stand my personality, you know, the fun stuff. But because of my internal issues, I continued to be this person and try to work things out, try to make them see me as fun or funny or, you know, whatever the case was. And so we were together for about 2.5 years, with everything said and done. So we were together for a while, and it was always like this. It was like, God, I can't, you don't laugh, you don't want to celebrate anything with me, you're not happy, you're not excited, and that's just the polar opposite of who I am. So this particular night, we had gone out drinking with his family, friends, had a great time. We enjoyed ourselves because we were drinking. And I remember we were in Virginia, so we ended up staying up in Virginia at a hotel. And we were listening to music. You know, I was a little tipsy, so I was dancing in the front seat, having a good time. We were listening to music. So when we get to the hotel, I remember we were kind of sitting there talking about something, and I was like, babe, let's dance. Like the sky was beautiful, all the stars were out, it was so nice out, and I was like, baby, let's dance. Like, music's playing, nobody's out here, let's set the scene, let's have a good time before we go in and, you know, have a good time back in the house. So I'm like, okay, cool. So we, you know, I'm like, can we get out and dance? Wow, so sorry about that. And you're wet. Anyway, sorry for that interruption. So I'm like, baby, let's dance, let's have fun, blah, 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 blah. So he literally looks at me and he was like, no, I'm not gonna fucking dance with you. Sorry for the cussing. I'm not gonna fucking dance with you. You're so weird, you're annoying, like, you're doing too much, let's go inside. And I don't know, it just broke my heart. Like, I legitimately remember having that sobbing moment of sitting in the car crying, and I'm like, this person is the polar opposite of everything that I am, hates me. Now, was I drunk, and did we really need to be dancing in the parking lot? I don't know, but it's the fact of, like, this is who I am as a person. And not only did you not, were you not yoked with me, right, evenly in the sense of the things that I want to do, but you're mean about it, you're aggressive, you're annoying, you're stupid, grow up, you're doing too much. You know, I'm not gonna do that. Like, just always so negative and aggressive and just the polar opposite of everything that I was. And I remember taking that picture because we went back in the hotel and I sat on the bed, and I just remember sobbing and crying and being so upset. And I remember, you know, I was like, I'm drunk, did I overreact? Let me just take this picture so I remember the memories and the thoughts in the morning. Weird process, but I did. So I took the picture. And then I remember the next morning waking up, and I went to the bathroom, and my lips were swollen, my eyes were swollen, I was like bloodshot red because I had been crying all night, ruined the night, right? I was the bad person, I was the bad guy because I ruined the night because we didn't do anything else that night, we didn't go out anywhere else like we had planned. You know, we slept on opposite sides of the beds, awkward in the morning. So I was a bad person who had ruined the night, even though I just wanted to enjoy the person that I was with at the time. So I had two pictures. One popped up one day as a Snapchat memory of like, hey girl, you were crying on this night, miserable. And then the next one was I took it the next morning to really look at my face. And I was like, wow, you know, and I took those pictures because I wanted to remember how I felt in those moments, because we'd broken up so many times, gotten back together. It was one of those toxic, just endless cycles. And I had already made up in my mind by that trip that I was like, I just can't, you know, I don't want to keep doing this, but I need something. And I was always that person who just needed something bad to happen to make this decision. So I needed something. And I took those pictures, and I remember staring at them for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And I think it was like by the 4th week, I finally just looked at it and I was like, what the hell am I doing? And I already knew that I was being stupid. I already knew I was with the wrong person, wrong decision, somebody who didn't fit my life. I mean, never mind, I can't say that because I don't want to date it, but I remember there were so many like big, significant, amazing things that happened in my life, and this person only said congratulations. It was no, let me help you, I'm so excited for you, I'm so proud of you. No, didn't even show up for the things that were important to me. Anything that I was excited about or happy about, I felt like I had to like dim down and dim my light. I couldn't be hyperactive and happy and just this person that I am, because that was not who he was and how he acted. And so it made the entire relationship extremely awkward, and I couldn't be myself in those moments. And for pretty much our entire relationship. So, you know, I took those pictures and I looked at them and I was like, gosh, I have to do a video about this, because I feel so often we get trapped in the cycle, the repetitiveness, the comfortability, even when it's a toxic comfortability. We get stuck in this cycle of you're used to it, this is what you know, I put so much time and energy and he's changed or she's changed to this aspect, and I think if I work a little harder over here and maybe it's me. You get stuck in these stupid ass cycles when it really is that this person may not be a bad person, but they're bad for you. And so I look back at those pictures now and I'm just so grateful that I got myself out of the situation, even though it was hard, it was scary. There were so many things that happened because of it. A domino effect, right? It was like a domino effect for all of the things that came, the negative, the bad, and there's so many more details about that relationship that was just disgustingly wrong and sad and wasted my, no, I won't say waste my time because I don't believe in that, but wasted my energy. It wasn't a good place for me to be. It wasn't healing, wasn't comforting or happy or loving. It was a bad relationship with a person who was bad for me. And I look at those pictures now and I got choked up. I looked at them and I was like, wow, I put so much of my energy and my time into this person who didn't value me, who didn't appreciate me or respect me, and I truly don't believe loved me. I think they loved the idea of me. I think they loved the convenience of me. I think they loved the person that I was, because it was like arm candy. It was a representation that made them look good, but they didn't really love me. I was annoying to them. If I tickled, if I played, if I touched them a certain way, it was annoying. And I know I'm annoying. I'm a hyperactive person, okay? But I'm happy, I'm loving, and I just show my affection by wanting to touch you and, love you. And I remember so many times like calling my family and friends. I'm like, I cannot connect with this person unless it's on a sexual level, or unless it's on a level where we're drinking, or unless it's on a level where, it's just not organic. And it was really unhealthy and unfair. And so many times I was that girl who was like, I'm gonna leave him, and I left him, and then we got back together. And my friends and my family are like, okay, well, I'm tired of hearing about it. So I have sympathy for people like that. You can always talk to me and tell me those things, but I also encourage you to look back and really take note, make lists, take pictures, whatever that may be, of all the times this person made you feel insignificant, like you didn't matter, like they didn't respect you, like they could care less if you were truly here or if you were not here, like they don't value and love the things and the person that you are, because you're so unique and so special. And you might be crazy hyper like me and all over the place, and I know you guys don't see that, but trust me, I am that person, okay? That's just how I am. And so some people love that, some people don't love that, and that's okay. I've learned to accept that. But it took me going through a relationship where I really felt at my lowest, my most insecure. I gained the most weight I've ever gained in my life. I was insecure. I didn't like myself. I was doing things that I didn't. I was, risking things. I was forfeiting things that I didn't believe in, and I believed in, and all these crazy things to make this work with this person who didn't even value me, who made me cry over something, the stupidest things. And why? Like, why do we do that? We know why we do that. We have issues. We have attachment issues. We have these extreme bondage issues where we need to feel attached to somebody and something, even if it's toxic and wrong for us. And I'm so uncomfortable because I'm sitting on the floor and my legs are falling asleep. But anyway, so long story short, I took those pictures. I would post them, but they're just so embarrassing, and it's really more for me. So I'm not going to post them, but I took those pictures, and I remember I just got so triggered when I saw them. I was like, I've got to make this video and use this as a sign for you to stop doing that, to really take into account the people, the situations, the things that you're allowing in your life. Do they value you? Do they bring you love and peace and happiness and goodness and tranquility and all the good things in the world? Or do they just bring you down? Do they bring you down to their level? Do they make you feel like you're a smaller version of yourself? Are they empowering you? Are they making you progress better? Are they loving you through things? Or are they pretending to care? Are they pretending to like your personality so you won't go somewhere else, so they have you but nobody else can? Like, what are you dealing with in your life? And if it's on this side of the spectrum, this is your sign to just move on and let it go. It's not going to be easy, okay? It is hard, it's painful. Some people make it harder than it needs to be. Some of these people threaten crazy things. They're not fair and it's not fun. But at the end of the day, if it's not bringing your soul peace and happiness, you've got to be able to let that go. You've got to look back at those pictures and those memories and stop ignoring those red flags and the things that you've done on the good days. Because had I chose to ignore those pictures but been like, oh, well, we had a really, really good day, I'd probably still be in this situation. But it doesn't matter that we had a good day. That's how abusive and bad relationships start. You have good times, but you also have bad, unhealthy, unsafe, disrespectful times, and those are the times that are absolutely not okay. Not that any relationship's going to be perfect. You're going to fight, you're going to argue, you're going to have days where you don't want to do certain stupid things or other things that the person wants to do. But it should never be so unhealthy that you're feeling your soul and your life and your light drained out of you. So I don't know why I felt the need to do this story time, but I was like, gosh, I looked at this and I was like, I've got to use this as a sign, because I was always looking for signs when I was in this situation, and it popped up and I'm like, here it is. I've got to give this to other people. So it was a really quick video today, but I hope that if you heard this and you're dealing with this, you take this as a serious moment. Really think back on those memories. Really think back on what this person makes you feel like. Look at how they treated you today, how they treated you this week, how they've treated you since the beginning of your relationship. Whether it's romantic or not, you do not deserve to have somebody in your life who makes you feel like you're drained and a lesser version and not appreciated and not loved, because there is somebody out there for everybody. Even if it's yourself, even if you just focus on self-love and making yourself and your family feel better and safer, then that's what you need to focus on, not those memories or the longevity of whatever crappy relationship that you're dealing with. So really take the sign, as what it is. This is a sign. This is your energy. This is my energy coming through to tell you it's time to let that go. More than anything, you guys are so loved and so valued. And I hope that you truly, truly know that when I say that. You really are. And that means you deserve so many amazing, great things for yourself, for your family, for your loved ones. And that includes amazing and healthy, happy, lighting relationships. I love you so much. I hear you, I see you, and I will talk to you guys next time.